Yo, what up YouTube? Ray Woods back again, channel Breakout and Stay Out. On this channel, I talk about different things that have altered our mindset in the past and ways you can get out of those old habits and get into some new habits so you can be successful in the future. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, smash that notification bell, like, comment, and share on my video if you feel like I'm giving you valuable information. Today's topic: if you're thinking about the military, let me notify you of some things that you need to do before you join the military if you're a teenager in high school or if you're in college and you're thinking about joining the military, and then 4 benefits that I can explain to you of joining the military. Let's get into them now. I did a lot of research, a lot of digging, talking to a lot of people that are either military veterans, and got a lot of information from them and stuff online, and I want to compile them for you today. So the first thing that you want to do before you join the military is decide what your goals and your plans are. Now, I said this previously in my other video, but I want to get into a little more detail with it. So one thing is, if you're going to decide to do the military and you want to make a career with the military, so some pros and cons of being active duty in the military. Some things that are good: you're going to be able to gain the type of experience that you wouldn't necessarily gain whenever you're in the civilian world. So there's a lot of different technology, a lot of different things that civilians do not see whenever you're training and learning different things in the military, depending on what your MOS is and depending on what you want to do in the future. So you also have benefits to low-cost travel or even no-cost travel on different military aircrafts that the civilians would not be able to have. So that is a pro of being in the military also. Another thing is you have good retirement. If you do 10 years, I think it's about half the pay that you will get. If you do 20 years, you get the full benefits of retirement. And then you have good life insurance. So our life insurance, I think, is around like 400,000 or something like that. And those are a few of the benefits there. Now, another thing that you get is, you do have the tuition assistance. So if you do want to further your education, I plan on getting my MBA, so you can use the military to purchase, to go to school and pay for your tuition. Everybody know tuition costs higher than a motherfucker. So you want to be able to leverage that as you serve your time in the military, so you can further your education. As you do that, I need to educate my talking, right? I can't even get my words out. A few negatives, you always got to hear the negatives, right? Is one thing I would say is dealing with people ego. Now, that's not even just to say in the military. That's anywhere you go. It could be in sports. It could be at your job as a civilian. It could be a job within the military. It doesn't matter. You're always going to deal with people egos. You're always going to deal with multiple different personalities throughout your time. So that's something you just have to adjust and get used to. Another thing would be waking up at 4 a.m. So when I was in college, I woke up at 5:30, and I wouldn't go back to bed sometimes till 12, to about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, depending on what days I was working nights and how my schedule was throughout the week. And 4 a.m., a lot of people like to wake up early because you can get a lot done. I know really successful business people that wake up around 5 o'clock, 5:30, and they get so much done before the day even starts, whether it be going to the gym, fixing breakfast, checking emails, whatever the case may be. So waking up early could be a good thing. I would say it'd be a bad thing because if you're not used to it, it's going to be horrible. You're going to be trying to wake up and it's just not going to happen. You're going to hit snooze on the alarm 90 different times. Whenever you're working on fitness, here's a few things that you could do. If you're going to be working out at a gym, I would say focus more on light weights for your muscle endurance. If you want to lift heavy weights, that's cool, but I wouldn't stick to heavy weights so much so you get big and bulky and you can't move. But, light weights, if you're going to do workouts at home, do something like some plyometrics. You can have some bands that you can use, doing push-ups, pull-ups, all different types of equipment that you can use at home. And I'll put some links in the description of the different equipment that I use, usually if I work out at home or if I want to do something outside, like in the parking lot where I stay at in my apartment or somewhere else. Another different thing is, if you're running, make sure you're running. If you're going to be running, I usually try to go find a track at a high school or something and go run on the track, time myself in multiple 400-yard dashes. Try to get the time down fast with that, depending on what time you're trying to reach, what your goal is. And it varies from branch to branch. and run with some weighted vests. So I run with a weighted vest. I run with a 10 pounds sometime. I ran with 20 pounds. I'm working my way up so I can get to that 40 pounds eventually, and it'll be more like of a light jog with 40 pounds, just so you can feel the weight and then increase your endurance like that. You can also get a mask. If you want to increase your endurance running, get you a training mask, use those. You probably see a lot of people in the gym with that, and you can use that to increase your endurance also. I like to do everything. I don't like to keep to one workout. I like to do everything because it puts your body in a challenge, and it makes you improve better as far as your physique, as far as your athletic ability. Another thing I want to tell you before you go into the military is be prepared to plan your transition. Plan your transition before you get in, plan your transition during you're in the military. I was told from a good friend that you want to act if you're getting out the military that year. So plan everything per year like you're getting out that year. Of course, you're not going to get out that year, but you want to structure yourself if you decide not to have a career with the military, so you can be better prepared once you get out the military. So in my last video, I said Google has pretty much created a way that you can go on Google, you can type in veterans, jobs for veterans, and when you type in your MOS, it spits out a bunch of information within your area that tells you different jobs that align with your MOS. So you can look at that to kind of give you like a reference of what you want to do. Or what I would say do is whatever you want to do in the future, try to do everything in the military that can lead up to that point. If you want to go to a job and move up in the company afterwards, make sure you get all the certifications. Do you need to get a higher education, a higher degree? Or if you want to start a business, what can you learn within the military that you could bring out to start a business with? So it's a bunch of different things you could do. You just have to decide what you want to do before you get in there for your future, and then everything in the military, serve your time, get the leverage, and use their tools that they give to you so you can be a better person if you decide to not have a career with the military. Guys, that's the end of my video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video. Let me know in the comments, are you going to the military? Have you decided to go to the military, or are you still thinking about going to the military? Whether it be in high school, whether it be in college, it doesn't matter. Let me know. And until next time in my next video, this is Ray Woods out. And remember, break out and stay out.